welcome to Ab and Time. We're your host, Kat.
And Maddie.
Discuss a wide variety of topics, and psst, you might want to set your thing to do not disturb.
Oh, you're right. Damn it.
So today we're gonna do a bit more of a general discussion. No specific topics, just like updates, because those are fun. Sometimes things don't fit into a topic, and you just want to talk about random shit that doesn't connect to each other.
Yes.
So, I will start with I mentioned being terrible at platformers on this particular venue before? Do you ever remember me saying that?
I remember you saying that, whether it was here or just on a general voice. I do not remember.
Okay, well, just in case, I want to iterate. I am terrible at platformers. I, as a child, had a hard time with Super Mario World, for fuck's sake. Like, it's pathetic how bad I am at platformers. So, a while ago, there was a big bundle of games, and in that game bundle was Celeste. And I'm like, I hear amazing things about this game, but not only is it a platformer, it's a puzzle platformer. A thing that I am worse at than even just bare minimum platformers. I don't want to force myself to play a game I know I'm going to be terrible at. So, Twitch has this thing where you can, like, set up rewards if people, like, donate points to it. I'm like, if people want to see me play Celeste, they can donate some points, and I'll try the game. That's the most I can promise, because I am terrible at platformers and worse at puzzle platformers. And also, it's, like, a notoriously hard game. And I'm bad at those, too.
I thought it was also sad.
It is. It's so far, I'm very early on, as I am about to discuss, because they won, they got the channel points, and I've played 2 levels. I'm near the end of the 3rd level, but I had to leave, so I didn't get to finish it. But yeah, there's definitely a bit of sadness. Sorry, Colin's loud all of a sudden, right when we start recording.
I don't hear him.
Oh, that's good. But yeah, it has its sad moments, but it also, at least right now, feels hopeful. So I'm curious to see where the balance is, because it doesn't, like, the whole thing that it's telling you is, like, just breathe, just keep trying, don't worry if you suck. Like, there's a positivity to it. So when I beat the first level, which took an hour, I died 124 times. But I beat it! Beat the hard game! I did it! I did the thing!
You did the thing! You beat the hard game!
I beat the hard game! And then I did the second level, and I only died 65 times. That's less than 124, so progress.
So getting better?
Maybe. I'm pretty sure my death count in the 3rd episode chapter thingy is, like, way more than 100, maybe even more than 200, but we don't need to talk about that. The point is, sometimes when you think you are bad at something, or that you are worried if you don't like something, it's still a good idea to force people to force you to play the game. That's the moral I want to get at for this.
We'll see. We'll see how I feel about that lesson.
Well, to be fair, you have a much broader range of games that you play than I do. I am very, very, like, pigeonholed. It's got to be a JRPG or a rhythm game or a visual novel. It's got to be one of those 3 or I don't touch it. And so it was, but I was curious about Celeste because it's one of those things where I'd heard, yeah, it's brutally hard at points, but also it's completely doable.
I see.
So yeah, that...
Same thing they said about Dark Souls.
Oh, yeah, and, like, that's the thing. I don't, like, you could give me $1,000 and I'd be like, no, I don't want to play Dark Souls. No, thank you. I don't feel like it. I don't, like, get good. No.
I gave it a try, but when your game bugs out on you constantly, when it's, like, a random person, you want to play with a friend? Okay, well, a random person can invade you whenever, and they're probably way higher than you, and they're just going to kick your ass. And I'm like, well, this game isn't fun, so bye.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't get it, because as everything I've seen of the game, it isn't fun. It's fulfilling once you get your ass kicked a bunch of times and then you beat a boss, but the rest of the game is generally not fun. And then the endings are really not fun. And I don't get the appeal, personally. But
play Monster Hunter for that fulfillment.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there are other games that are actually fun. Why not play those? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, and like, to be fair, when I tried the Monster Hunters demo with you guys, I had fun, even though it's not the type of game I like to play.
Game.
Yeah, no, I'm just, when you have to ask how to not be on fire, I think maybe it's not the game.
just roll. Just roll. X.
Yep. No, that was it was really fun to play with you guys too. I think that's part of why I enjoyed it. I think if I were playing that game alone, I would have been bored. But because it was with you and a couple of other people, I don't remember exactly who was there, because I know other people came later. But yeah, no, it was fun. Despite being tricky. I wouldn't say it's hard. Like, as long as you don't get hit, you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's one of my big updates for the week. Is I played a platform and I didn't hate it, and it didn't make me cry. It did make me say fuck a lot. So much. So much. And so many no.
At least no rage.
Yeah, no rage. And no crying, because that's usually when I'm frustrated, I go to crying like that. I don't know why. My body's just like, I can't handle all this emotion, so I'm gonna just cry.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. And I did it immediately after the Bookworm season finale, which I sobbed at, so I was in prime condition to be crying. And I didn't cry! I'm
good.
very proud of myself. I'm growing as a human being. It only took 30 years.
Oh. I have a question.
Sure.
Have you ever watched Bungo Stray Dogs?
I have.
Oh, based on that thing, you don't really care for it.
No, I liked it a lot. It's a weird one.
I haven't finished it, but I am on episode 21, and I figured since we're rambling, I'll say some of that. Sal likes it because it's based on it's real people, but they're fictional, and he's like, that's so cool. And I was like, yeah, I don't know what they're doing, but that's pretty neat. Yeah.
I'm like a mix between your two reactions. I find it interesting that it's based on like real authors, but I know nothing about these authors, and it's like, well, the fight scenes are cool, and I like the silver hair boy turns a tiger, go brr, that's nice.
I keep being like, is Tigger gonna come out to play? I just don't want partial. Give me the tiger.
Yeah, give full tiger,
I want
please.
it. Full Tigger, please.
I also like idiot bandage dude who's constantly like causing problems. I like him. He's a good dude.
Oh yeah, Dazai.
Dazai, thank you. I was like, I don't remember his name because I'm terrible with names.
He acts like an idiot, but he's actually the smartest one out of everybody. Yep.
And that's what makes him great. And like, the art is so nice. Like, I love that kind of, it's so different from my style, but I love that like super jaggedy, thick lines. Yes, very good. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Plot-wise, I think I like it. It's been a while since I've watched it.
Yeah, at the very beginning I was like, this is cheesy. This cheesy anime, big cheesy guys, cheesy anime. And then like, I still think it's cheesy, but like there was a part where I was just like, oh, this is what's happening. And it was like, nope, bait and switch. And I was like, oh, anime bait and switched me. Okay, anime, I see you. That was smart.
And that's the thing, like, it's cheesy, but I don't remember. At this point, have you fought the guy with a lot of money?
They're starting to do that. I mean, they've been in conflict for a while, and Tigger Boy just got his butt kicked to stop the curse.
Gotcha.
And he's just like, how's like, he's gonna say it. I know he's gonna say it. And he was like, we need to do the thing. And I was like, yeah, he's gonna say the thing. And he's like, we need to partner with the other organization that we hate. And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, alliance with the Port Mafia. Do it.
Yes, that's the other thing. Like, between them and the Port Mafia, and I think there's another organization later or whatever, I'm like, I can't remember all the names. I can't remember who's attached to what and who's doing what and who's a double agent and who's a triple agent. I can't remember. I'm an idiot. Why do you make me feel stupid, anime?
It's very quite simple.
No, I know, but it's I had a gap between the first season and the second season. And also there's a movie in there which adds stuff, I guess. I don't think it's necessary watching. Although the second season does have one of my favorite characters.
Tiger.
So. Tiger is good.
Tiger.
I
was like, oh, he's just a druid. Okay.
I didn't think of it like that.
You could just wild shape into a tiger.
Yeah. I really like how they handled that in the first bit. Like, how he didn't know that's what he was.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, I don't know what's going on. And then I was like, oh, what? Yeah. So, yeah. That was cool. And then, I was going to say something. What was it? Crap. I forgot what I was going to say, but it was going to be interesting.
Oh, no. Cut you off like a monster.
No, it's okay. Tiger's around, and I was like, oh, look, the tiger got Naruto nine-tailed fox did. Kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
I was just like, what do you look at that? It's like, he's like, oh, you must hate me. It's okay, I love you. And then he pets the tiger, and then the tiger's like, oh, you love me? And then the tiger lets him live from a mile-high fall.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember what it was now. That's the one thing that makes me really confused, that sometimes he has super regeneration and then other times he gets his ass kicked. He's like, I can't move. And I'm like, don't you have super regeneration?
Convenient super regeneration.
When is your super regeneration active? Because my god.
I think the condition is like he has to have not used it a lot lately. Like it has a limit. He'll still regenerate eventually. It'll just slow down, I think. But again, it's been a while since I've watched it. And again, sometimes the plot needs him not to regenerate. Okay?
He needs to be feeling sorry for himself because, yeah. Oh, we watched the episode yesterday where Curse Kid got introduced.
Akutagawa?
No, Q.
Q? Oh, yeah, okay.
His name is Q, but I call him Curse Kid because that's his power.
Gotcha. I was thinking Akutagawa because his power is like his blood, and that's cursey. So.
Oh yeah. And no, he got introduced, and I was like, oh, interesting. They're like slowly revealing more information, and I'm like, oh, so that's why he's doing that. Oh, so okay, he's really creepy, great. And so then Tigger Boy is like, oh god, everyone's like cursed, I gotta fight them, and he's like trying not to hurt them, but knocking them out because they're like attacking him. And I was like, yeah, that's a bummer, but wait, because I started having this thought of just like, yeah, they bumped into him, okay, girls bumped into, I don't even know if you remember this episode, but
no,
girls
I do.
Bump into little boy. That makes, because of the way he's dressing, because he's an asshole, they hurt him because they bumped into him, so they could be cursed. And then Tigger Boy bumped into him too, so technically he could have been cursed too. So that's when he was fighting the cursed girls. I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense because they bumped into him. And they were talking about that. And then, like, they just keep bouncing back to Dazai, who's, like, giving the information. And and they're like, he's like, wait, you wanted to protect me? What does that even mean? Oh, no. And then it goes back, and I'm just like, what's wrong? Oh, no. Tigger Boy's actually the one who was cursed. He was killing everyone. Or he wasn't killing them, but, he was hurting them. And I was like, oh, what a I don't know what the term is, but I was like, damn it, they got me. I totally believed that it was the girls that were cursed, but he could have been cursed too. And I guess that, yeah. All right. Good job, anime.
Good job, anime.
What a bummer.
Stupid. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Like, I think it's a good show. I'm surprised it's not more popular than it is, because it is interesting. It's got a cool magic system. It's got lovely visuals. But it also is, like, so over the top at times. Like...
cheesy anime.
Yeah. It's extremely cheesy. And it's also a little nihilistic and dark at times, so I can understand people maybe not getting behind that. Because it does, like... I'm gonna be comedy half the time, and then the other half the time, Dazai's going to be trying to kill himself.
Yeah, but that's mostly comedic. The one thing that isn't comedic was when it suddenly went into like, this is Dazai's backstory when he was part of the Port Mafia, and I was like, oh cool. And then the narrator dude was just like, yeah, he was right. This is the last time we were gonna be peaceful like this because one of us died soon after. And I was like, okay, you're setting up so that other dude dies because you're the narrator, so obviously you're alive. And it's like, nope, he was the one who died. And I was like, yep, you son of a bitch.
And like, so that character is voiced, I believe, by, well, I shouldn't say the voice actor, so I'm not spoiling, but like that character is voiced by a voice actor I really liked. So when he died, I was like, oh damn. They spent all that money on him, and then he's dead. Damn.
You got 3 or 4 episodes.
Yep. And they're really good, but oh my god, they're heartbreaking. Like, yeah. And again, it's such a tone shift because you're like, okay, yeah, we're doing this shit over here, and then beginning of season 2, and it's like, oh my god, why are you ripping out my heart like this? This isn't funny. This isn't cool. Why? But I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's one of those shows I probably wouldn't have recommended to you just because I wouldn't have known how you would react to it. Like,
yeah, well, I was getting forced to watch it at first, so there's that.
That's fair.
He was just like, I'll put this on because I like it. And I was like, okay. And he's like, yeah. And then we watched the episode, and I was like, okay, that's enough. And then every time we go back to watch something, he's like, you want to watch more? You want to watch more of this? Hey, you want to watch more of this? It's good. Does this? And I'm like, all right now. And then we caught up on our anime, and I was like, fine, I guess we'll put it on the background. And then it slowly grew on me.
Yeah, I was one of those people who enjoyed it right away because the humor in that first episode was enough to get me to giggle. Like, I'm sorry, Dazai floating down the river in a barrel upside down, or was it just his legs sticking out or something?
It was just his legs sticking out.
Okay, yeah, that's all I remember, and I'm like, oh, this show gets me. I don't know why. It's just like, yeah, no, I like it. I think it's interesting, and I'll give it a watch. I still don't think I'd be like, oh yeah, best show ever. I was just like, yeah, no, I enjoyed that, I think.
That was a fun romp.
Yeah, no, that's good. I am so behind on anime right now. Like,
poor shame. Oh god damn it. So that's the other things because I started watching Bungo again because I caught up on Spy Family, and then I caught up on Kaguya, and I was like, all right, let's get some serious stuff in. Maybe we'll do Shield Hero on Saturday, so let's just start watching Bungo again. But yeah, I was just like caught up on Kaguya, and I was like, damn it, we're almost there. We're almost to the point I want to be. We're like there. We're basically there. Because this is the whole confession arc. Because a bunch of people are confessing. And I'm just like, oh, we're so close. We're so close.
Yeah, I haven't started it because I knew I wouldn't be able to deal with that week to week. I just knew I wouldn't, so I'm like, nope, I'm waiting till it's all out, and then I'm marathoning it. And I'm doing the same with Shield Hero, because the more I hear about Shield Hero, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna like this season. I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna stop watching the show if I watch it week to week. So we're just gonna try and do it all in one thing, and if we drop it, then we drop it, and that's just how that is.
Yep.
Because... yeah, like when you warned me that the one chick is like, no, make me a slave, I was already like, oh no. Yeah. And then I heard about the thing with like a turtle, and I'm like, oh no.
Well, the turtle thing was actually kind of cool, but
okay.
No, what makes me upset? Oh my god, they fucking did it. They totally freaking did it. Remember when I was like, yeah, they separate from Philo right away. Right? The last episode I left off on, even though there's like 2 or 3 more now, it's just like, you know what happens? Main bad guy is just like, haha, no, Fumi, you thought I'd let you get away? No, you teleport away, but you're leaving Raftalia behind, and you can't stop it. And I'm like, you're just breaking up the party that we worked so long to get. Are you serious, anime? Why? Why are you doing this? I don't really care about green-haired chick. Why can't you just ditch green-haired chick?
But it wants you to care about her because of reasons that apparently they skipped. Like, apparently there's a whole arc dealing with her that the anime just doesn't do. It just skips. So, essentially, you suddenly have this new party member, and you're like, why is she cosplaying?
Yeah, why is she wearing a random-ass suit? I don't get
Why is there a slave buff? What?
And so now it's just like, oh, great. So 2 new party members leave behind 2 old party members that I actually cared about. Why though? And so I just haven't had the will to turn it back on since then. Oh my god, there's a couple episodes out now. It's not like, I don't know, maybe something happens, but maybe not, because God, why?
Yeah, no, that's my worry, is that I'll start watching and be like, oh no, I hate it. Because the first season has problems. If you want to talk about why the first season had problems, there's a YouTuber called Jeff Thu who did like an hour-long video about why the first season is fine but has problems. It's really funny and really good. Go watch it. But yeah, no, it's like, yes, it has problems, but it's fun. But the second one, it's just everything I'm seeing about it, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna hate it. I don't want to hate it. What if I just don't, and then I don't have to hate it? I just leave and it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Just the whole premise of why they're there in the first place is just like, yeah, that's a villain from another world. You don't have to follow them. Quite literally, the other group was like, it's our turn now. We'll deal with it. And I'm like, great. That's their problem.
Yeah, exactly.
We stopped the threat on our world. You go deal with that. I'm going to prepare for more waves. But they're like, no, turtle chick died. So now they got to go avenge her. And I'm like, you don't though. You really don't. You really don't.
I just... Oh, what's up, buddy? Sorry. I don't understand why it has to be Naofumi who solves every problem. Like, I would be okay if he were working with other people to solve things, but yeah, I don't understand why it has to only be him. He is the smartest and the bravest and the bestestest at everything, and I don't like that.
Because very obviously he's tried to work together with people and they all spurned
But they're so fucking stupid. Like, they're stupid to a point where it makes no sense.
Yes.
And that's really hard to keep watching, because it's like, man, he's proven again and again that he's kind of smart, and you guys are not. And
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, I've Dance Dance Danseur I have to catch up on, and I never know how to pronounce this fucking title. Daimon, Recipe for Happiness, and Heroines Run This Show I've been pretty good about keeping up on. But yeah, no, pretty much Bookworm and Spy Family were the only two I was like consistently keeping up on, and Bookworm's done now. So that leaves Spy Family, I guess.
Sure. I was really disappointed how she didn't throw that ball.
I know. I laughed so hard though when it just bounced. I'm like,
Well, like, I knew there was two options. It was she fails miserably or she actually does it. And I was like, okay, we already had her fail once when she did the smile and she punched. And I was like, okay, they should have her, like, sure, still have her lose, but maybe. But, like, you should totally have had her, like, be able to throw the ball at least.
Yeah, even if it had just gone forward, like, really slowly, that also would have been really funny. But... or have her throw it at full throttle and him just catch it, no problem.
Yeah, like... Or, like, he thought she was gonna... Like, this is what South thought that might happen. He's like, this would have been awesome if, like, he... I love that character. I'm sorry, because when little boy goes, Daddy, it was the best.
So hard, and he's like the size of a child, but the muscular build of a fucking 30-year-old.
Yeah. So what he wanted to happen is that the athletic guy like overcompensated. It's just like, oh my god, she's gonna do like this insane maneuver, and he's like doing all these calculations in his head because he sees it happening, and she just doesn't do that at all, and he's like, oh. And like, yeah, and then he catches it. But like, it just would have been way more funny if, besides just that one moment of everyone being like, oh, she's gonna do it. Instead, he's like, I don't know. I wanted her learning and actually quote unquote training with Yor to actually mean something for once.
Yeah, not just yours trying to be bad and not useful and actively harmful to the mission.
Yeah.
But I get it, it's a comedy show, so that's probably not gonna happen. Everything she learns from both Lloyd and Yor is probably going to backfire incredibly, and that's okay.
I like successes every now and then.
I know, me too. And that's the thing, when he was like, oh, maybe I will give them both stars, and then they fought, and he's like, oh, or maybe not. I was like, no, that would have been cute. But I get it. I can't just get all the stars or whatever. It's fine, I guess. So, I have one other biggish update. It's not huge, it's just I think it's cool.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's
a sneeze.
Oh. Have you know how like everywhere right now there are VTubers and all that crap, right?
Sure.
Well, there's this one program that is a lot easier to use than the VTuber Studio thing, and it just takes 4 images, and you can have a bouncy, talky, up and down PNG that talks when you talk while you stream. And I made one, and I'm gonna show it to you.
Oh, cool.
There we go. Go live. I hope that worked.
Oh, God.
There we go.
Over here. I actually heard. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you should have heard something.
I did hear something. Don't check your. Oh, it's your OC.
Is my OC. And she
Oh, my God.
She talk when I talk. And then I realized, like, if I hover over it, it should. Oh,
what's this? Oh.
It'll show a thing, or maybe it won't. I don't know.
It's showing the background.
Yeah.
Oh, not anymore. Well, now it is.
Yeah, so it has all this stuff. So here are the 4 frames, and here are the options for bouncing around. And then I realized there's a thing on the side called Create State, and I went, does that mean I can have multiple emotions? Oh my god, I can have multiple emotions. Look at all the multiple emotions I can have.
Yeah, this only works if you're a dang artist.
You can do it with other things, but yeah, if you know an artist, they can do it for you. I mean,
yeah, that's true. I don't really know any artists though.
I guess great episode.
I say as my profile is her art.
Oh yeah, I guess it still is, isn't that? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Oh god, but yes, I was very happy about my talkie up and down bouncy PNG tuber thing for my streams, and I just wanted to show you, and I don't know if there's a way to have it show up on the thing itself, but you can go to my Twitch and see it there.
Yeah that
yeah
sorry.
No, I don't want to add more work to you than you already have. That's my
no I'm just laughing because this PNG is talking to me, and
yep. Well, now it's pouty and talking.
Now it's pouting at me. I don't like that. I want to exit the stream if you keep that up.
Okay, yeah, but no, I thought it was a fun little thingy, and I'm going to do one where it's like head empty, just like blank stare with a big like a smile that looks like a capital D, that kind of face, and it's gonna be great. And then I'm gonna do an Angie one, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do from there. We'll find out. They just keep adding shit.
Yep. That sounds like a big hole you could dive into.
And the thing is, because of the way I've done it, it takes 2 seconds to do a new emotion, and I'm like, yes, I have so much power, unlimited power. Like, very limited, but unlimited power. Oh no sniffles.
It's fine. It's just there. It's not even really annoying. It's just like my nose is running suddenly. I get rid of that.
One day, hopefully. But yeah, and your art's been going pretty well too. I know you've been working on miniatures, right?
Of course.
Yeah. Any new fun projects that you're working towards, or?
No, I'm redoing the old one that I broke.
Oh no! How did you break it?
I took it to my house. I showed my family, and then I said, "Hey Sal, can you take this home back to the apartment?" And he said, "Sure." When he went home, he didn't take it out of his car. You know where he put it? He put it on the seat.
No.
You know what that means? No. That means I didn't know it was there. So when I eventually I sat on my big monkey, and it snapped immediately.
No.
And I was like, okay, I trusted you for this one thing.
You had one job.
And you left it in the car.
I was worried for a second there because I know it's been warm, that it had melted.
No, I sat on it.
Oh. So now you're doing it again?
Yes. Yeah. I don't like always check. I don't check the seat when I sit down. I just assume it's empty unless it's very obvious.
Yeah. No, that's understandable.
Yeah, it's almost done again.
Well, that's good. Is it was it painted when you broke it or?
Yep.
Oh no.
I had finished it 2 days before. I was showing it to my family.
Oh, bummer. Is the second time at least going faster? Because I find sometimes when you break something or something gets corrupted, the second time goes faster sometimes.
It's going a little faster.
That's
but I'm doing it a little better because
good.
I saw how that one turned out. I was like, I want it to look a little like this, so I changed a couple things.
There you go. See, it's not all bad. It is happy little accidents that
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
And then I was gonna paint a bunch of demons, but I have to do something else before I paint the demons now.
That makes sense. Are the demons for the campaign you're currently doing?
Yeah. I don't know when we're gonna fight them, but they're a bunch of demons, so I'm just gonna paint a bunch of demons and know that we're probably gonna fight them at some point.
Exactly, that makes sense.
So the models are so cool.
Are they packs you can get online, or are you helping design them? How does that all work?
You subscribe. There's a company called Loot Studio.
Not affiliated.
Yeah, and you could subscribe to them. So if you pay $15 a month, you get a package.
Cool.
Of STL files. And there's a lot of STL files per month.
Cool.
And then if you miss it, right? If you if
Pay
you don't subscribe to them,
print it?
No, if you just don't subscribe to them, but you see oh crap, they had a thing in the past and I want it now.
Mm-hmm.
You could pay $30 instead just to buy it.
But
if you subscribe, but if you subscribe, you just constantly get every month you get a package of new STL files.
That's cool.
Yeah. I got a lot of models. Whoops, that's a wrong program.
Well, that's something to keep up, I guess, right? There's no reason not to. Because I assume, do you have consistent access to the STL files, or do you have to download them every time?
No, you have consistent access.
That's awesome.
And then once you download them, technically you could just give them to people. You can't. Right. It's against their whatever. That. You could print them out for somebody and give them the printed thing.
There you go.
But
unfortunately, there's always loopholes like that.
It's a very gray area, which because you can't sell your services.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be I have this model and I'll paint it for you. Buy it. You can't do that unless the seller in question, or not the seller, but the buyer in question proves that they're a Loot Crate subscriber. Not Loot Crate, a Loot Studio subscriber, in which case then you can offer to print their mini for you, and then I guess, they only talk about printing, but I was just what if you're selling the painting part of it?
Right.
Listen.
Not everyone can paint models. It's a skill.
Yeah, I paid you for your thing so I could print it out many times as I want. I will print them out as many times as I want. Then I'll paint them and I'll be hey, look what I have for sale. A painted miniature. But, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's tough because, I know I have a friend who does cross stitch. And a lot of times she'll make patterns and it's you can sell the pattern that you have, you can make the pattern and then sell the item you have made from the pattern, but you cannot sell the pattern itself. Yeah. And it's even that, she can't enforce it. It's an honor thing, right? And that's the best we can do. Because, that's how that shit goes. But yeah, as long as you're having fun, and are you potentially going to look into figuring out how to make your own STL files?
No. I am not. I am not a 3D modeler. That is a completely different skill. Like, there's no way in hell. I'm sorry.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I was just curious because sometimes, one thing can lead to, oh, maybe I can try that.
Yeah.
Even if it's a completely different skill.
Yeah. No, I have no interest.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's Yep. But the only it's like you could do the shoppy thing, which is how they can track it, or you do the whole word of mouth thing, where it's just like, hey guys, in my Discord, you interested in some of my stuff? You just hold out your trench coat.
Yeah,
and you're like, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm interested in that stuff, and I'm like, great, under the table PayPal, please.
Yeah.
Like, okay. But you need to have an audience for that to try and work. But I don't know.
Yeah, no, I completely understand that.
It's interesting because you can't, like, even for just stuff where it's just like a friend comes over and it's just like, oh, can you print me out these? Like, technically, one of my friends said, can you print me out this stuff? Because we gave him access to, like, see it, and he's like, can you print me out that? And we're like, yeah, sure, like, we have most of these things already, so yeah, we'll print stuff out for you. And then he'll spot us, like, money for some resin because we're using resin.
Yeah.
And it's like, technically, under the word of Loot Crate, that was illegal. It's like, but I'm just printing some stuff. Like, I don't know, it's such a gray area because this stuff has been developing, recently-ish. So, like, what can you and can't you enforce in, like, I don't know, online stuff is just so weird.
Honestly, it's one of those things. It's again, it's an honor system thing, and also I promise you're not the only one who's done that. Because that's also how that goes. I know, I have a family member who's looking to get a 3D printer, and he's like, oh, you should learn a 3D program. And I'm like, I'm a watercolor artist, I'm a felter, I'm a digital artist, and now you want me to learn how to 3D model? I can only handle so many things. Too many things. So yeah, I completely understand. I just knew that, like, there'd probably be some times when you're making something go, oh, but what if this? And
that's the other loophole is if, like, if you could get the file and just be like, I changed the way the sword was held by this many degrees. Technically, completely different model. Take it.
Yeah, no, it's tough. Like, I think the big thing is if a corporation's doing it and they're making a bunch of monies off things like that, then it's an issue. But if it's just like you're printing off a model here and there, like, who cares? But it's hard. Copyright law is weird, and it does not favor artists at all.
No.
So yeah, that's a fun note to end this episode on. Unless you have anything else to update.
No, people want if people want painting done, DM me, I guess. I might do that now. That's my only. That's what. Hey, listen. And I'm for cereal right now. If people were serious about this stuff, and they got Loot Studios, but didn't have a 3D printer. Listen, I will print out your stuff for you, and for a little extra charge. Might be a lot of extra charge because painting is hard, but for more, I would paint things. You just have to, show me that you're a Loot Studio.
Yep, we gotta be on the up and up, and you gotta make sure that subscription is in order, not affiliated.
Not affiliated, no.
But yeah, we didn't really have too much of a topic this time. Maybe we'll have one next time. Who knows? We're fun like that. It all depends on how.
I mean, I am 3 weeks behind.
Nah, it's fine.
It's definitely 3 weeks behind. Speaking of which, oh no, never mind. 4 minutes. It's gonna go up in 4 minutes.
It's awesome. I will make sure to shell.
Yeah.
And essentially, like, anytime we're gonna fall behind occasionally, give us some slack because life is a thing that happens. And hey, as long as we're not taking another 2-year break, we're good.
It was many years, definitely
many years. And if there's anything you want to hear us talk about, just let us know, and we'll do that. Oh, I don't know if I told you, but we did get a comment on our last video.
Hi, Colin.
Candy.
I also want candy.
Yeah, candy's pretty cool, but I don't think we have any because it's not something we keep in the house.
Wait, at our last video?
Yeah, the one about guilty pleasures. That was the last video, right?
Yeah, it says I didn't put a description in there. I swear I did. According to the studio, I refuse to believe this. I put a description.
Oh my God.
Is there no description? Why is there no? There should have been a description. I did.
Thought there was a description.
What happened?
I don't know.
Oh God.
Anyways, yeah, Maurice talked about how the closest thing she probably has to a guilty pleasure is Kill la Kill, and I wasn't sure if that was one you had seen.
I have not seen Kill la Kill.
Okay, I didn't like what I saw, so I didn't watch it. I was like, no, I know, right? More bad opinions from Kat. We hadn't had any in a while, so bad opinion from Kat. Kill la Kill isn't my jam. But yeah, I knew you'd been watching a lot of things with Sal, so I was just curious if that was one of them.
No, no, not yet, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. He had what was his wall scroll he had for a long time? Blue Exorcist? Something
okay.
Like that. I think that he had a wall scroll of that, so like maybe he likes that anime. I don't know.
I mean, I like it. I do.
Okay. All right.
But then season 2 retcons some things because of timing, and so it's a little hard to watch in a way that makes sense. It's almost like you want to stop before the end of season 1, watch the movie, and then season 2, and then finish season 1. And that just makes it complicated, right?
That is pretty complicated.
Yeah.
Colin wants me to get more Snow White with the red hair.
Oh.
He's been obsessed with it, and I don't know why.
Awesome. I want some more Snow White with the red hair, too, Colin. Can you send me some?
Yeah, you want to send Maddie Snow White with the red hair?
When you were 19.
Okay, thanks, bud. Anyways, we should end.
Yeah, we should. Now we're really rambling. That's like off podcast talk right there.
Completely off podcast. Usually we cut before that, but whatever. It's fun. It's what you're here for. It's a shorter episode, I think, maybe.
Yeah,
anyways, thank you for stopping by. If you want to talk to us more, join the Discord. We are pretty chill over there. Mostly posting pictures of animals and that kind of fun stuff. We both are on Twitter, me a bit more than Maddie. We're both on Twitch, me a bit more than Maddie. You can see my little jumpy PNG tuber thingy now. Yay! She looks sweet and innocent, but because I'm behind her voice, she says fuck a lot. That's fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the show. We'll see you next time where we will talk about something probably. Bye.
Bye-bye.